You might be shocked to find out just how many parents are still financially supporting their adult children, and even more shocked by how much they're giving each month. We often picture adulthood as a time of independence, responsibility, and standing on your own 2 feet. But for millions of families, that image doesn't reflect reality. Instead of young adults flying the nest and staying afloat solo, many are relying heavily on their parents just to survive. And this trend is rising faster than you might think. A recent survey by Savings.com revealed something that completely flips the script. 50% of parents with adult children are regularly offering financial help. That's not an occasional favor, that's ongoing support. We're talking about half of all parents still funneling money to their grown-up kids. And not just pocket change. On average, they're giving nearly $1,500 every single month per child. That's a 6% increase from the year before, and it's only going up. The biggest chunk of this support is going to Gen Z, those between 18 and 28, who receive the highest level of monthly help, averaging around $1,800. And it makes sense when you think about it. Many in this age group are still in college or fresh out, just starting their careers. But those entry-level wages, they often don't even cover the basics: rent, groceries, transportation, and let's not forget the looming mountain of student debt. For many, the numbers simply don't add up without help from mom and dad. Some parents are paying their rent outright, others help cover car loans, tuition, or just send monthly cash to bridge the gap. It's not just support. For a growing number, it's survival. And Gen Z isn't alone. Millennials, those aged 29 to 44, are also receiving financial support, though not as much, averaging about $863 a month. That's still a big deal. These are adults further along in their careers, but they're still facing serious financial roadblocks. Between student loans, rising living costs, and sky-high real estate prices, many millennials are struggling to make real progress. Some parents are pitching in with mortgage payments, others help with childcare costs or cover major bills during job transitions. But here's where it gets even more real. It's not just the big-ticket items. Everyday expenses are also being covered. A whopping 83% of supportive parents are helping their kids pay for groceries. That might mean sending a few $100 for food, handing over gift cards, or simply stocking the fridge during a visit. It might sound small, but it makes a huge difference, freeing up their adult kids' budget so they can eat a little better, splurge a little more, or just stop living off instant noodles. Then there's the phone bill. Around 65% of parents are still paying it. Family plans are cheaper, sure, but in many cases parents are covering it entirely without even mentioning it. And in today's world, a phone isn't optional. It's how people find jobs, handle money, and stay connected. For a lot of parents, it just feels like something they have to do. Here's another twist. Nearly half of parents, around 46%, are even helping with vacations. That could mean flying their kid home for the holidays, chipping in for a quick getaway, or paying part of a bachelor party trip. In other cases, it's about covering full-blown vacations just to spend time together. It's not just generosity, it's parents doing whatever it takes to make life feel a little lighter for their kids. But here's the harsh truth. Many of these parents are spending far more on their adult children than they're putting aside for themselves. The numbers are staggering. The survey found that working parents, on average, are saving just $700 a month through retirement, while giving $1,500 a month to their adult kids. That's more than double. For every dollar saved for their own future, they're giving two away. And it's taking a toll. About 8 in 10 parents admitted they're worried they won't have enough money for retirement. They're scared they won't be able to cover healthcare costs or maintain their lifestyle once they stop working. Still, they continue to put their kids first, helping with rent, paying off loans, covering insurance, even if it means sacrificing their own financial future. Nearly half of these parents have already made sacrifices, cutting their own spending, dipping into savings, pushing back retirement, or even going back to work. Some have taken on debt or refinanced their homes just to keep supporting their adult kids. And the emotional cost? It's just as heavy. About 40% of parents say they feel pressured to keep providing financial help, even when it's straining their budget. That pressure comes from all angles: love, guilt, social expectations, or just the fear of watching their child struggle. Many feel like there is no real choice. The emotional tug-of-war between helping their children and protecting their own future creates deep stress and ongoing anxiety. Then there's the sense of obligation. About 35% of parents say they feel duty-bound to help because they believe that today's world is just that much harder. They don't think it's possible for young adults to truly launch without major support. And so they step into that role not just as parents, but as financial safety nets, not for emergencies, but for everyday life. It's kind of risky that some teenagers are completely depending on parents earning money. Some unexpected accidents can make their kids so miserable. That's why a lot of teenagers want to have an income from a young age. While some parents hope to scale back over the next few years, many are in it for the long haul. Around 16% say they plan to keep supporting their kids for at least 5 more years. Some even said they expect to do it indefinitely. That means helping them buy homes, pay mortgages, or cover daycare for their grandchildren, possibly for decades. And here's the uncomfortable question: do all of these adult kids actually need the help? Are they maxed out and stretched thin, or are some just taking advantage? Are they making the same sacrifices their parents are, or are they riding a wave of convenience? It's easy to assume every recipient is in a tough spot, but that's not always the case. Some might be leaning on their parents more out of habit than hardship. So we're left with a bigger question: what does adulthood really look like in 2025? Where do we draw the line between support and dependence? And how long can parents keep carrying this financial weight before it breaks not just their bank accounts, but their relationship with their kids? Next time you see someone your age posting vacation pics that seem out of reach, driving a flashy car, or talking about buying a house, don't jump to conclusions. That financial glow-up might be powered by parental backup. The appearance of success doesn't always mean they're doing it alone. For many, it's thousands of dollars in quiet support that keeps the lights on. And for the parents, that quiet support often comes at the cost of their own dreams.